What's up, crypto and spiritual family? This is Ocean Starship with another video. Hope you're having a blessed day. First, I want to say nothing in this video is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. But I have some things to show you in this decode, fam, that's going to make you smile if you are positioned in the ways that these decodes talk about. Because I found something very, very interesting, which is also confirmation, something that most of us already know what we hold. And we're going to get into this, fam. Because one thing that I see a lot in my gematria is that the dollar will collapse. But I found something that's connected to the dollar in this decode. And the thing that I found that's connected, most of us have. But before I get started, if you would like to show support to this channel, these are the different ways you can show support. All support is appreciated. But what I decided to decode was end times money well spent. Because we need to know exactly where we're putting our money. We want to put our money in the places that we know is going to bring us returns. And let me show you what I found, fam. Get ready to go on the ride. Because I found the Divine Operating System MQ, vibratory rhythm. Who knows? We're getting back all the diamonds. Angel number 77 and guardian angels live. Thank you. Are live, right? Now, when I saw who knows with the 768, something about that term drew me to it. And this is where I want to show you guys the power in raising your frequency and your vibration and being more spiritual, because I was then led to decode who, right? Who? I knew I was going to find something, fam. I knew it. Who knows, right? Who knows? I was just drawn to this term. And lo and behold, when I decided to decode who, right, my name came up. Most of you in my Patreon, you know my name. You see, this is irrefutable proof that there is power in spirituality. In tapping into your higher self and speaking to numbers and let numbers speak to you. And then when I decoded knows, the number 492 came up. Now what I found also is, what is the purpose of a guide? Ring the bells, spread the word, which I'm doing. I am unity consciousness. Keep your eyes on the prize, and slow and steady wins the race. What does that remind you of? What does that sound like? Slow and steady wins the race, and it starts with 294. Think that's a coincidence? Because it's not. It's not, fam. Also, I found blockchain is a classical system. Subatomic particles explode, right? That sounds like protons, electrons, neutrons, right? The OZ lotto jackpot. DNA dictates what attributes, and we already know DNA is anchor in gematria, 7 symbols of Atlantis, and T-word nuke bank merger. Oh, we getting some good terms here. The OZ lotto jackpot. So when I put OZ into the calculator, there it is, the 246, which is also 294, 462, 624. However you want to word it. The 942, which I hit the pick 3 on the lotto 2 weeks ago. Right? And you see 642 is Ripple Chinese. 264 is Uni. 264 is also GMX, which could be Gray Mass X. 642 is Pro XPR. Right? Which is also 100. And 100 is also Iraqi dinar. And 249 is also Sloan Bella, S Loan, and also the 558, which is Metal Pay and Bricks Pay. But we're just getting started. Because also 249 is gold-backed banks with the 666 and 111, which is also anchor ship. You see the PUSSY, you see it is 1249 and anchor is 264. You think these numbers keep coming up for any old reason? No, there's a purpose to it. There's a purpose to it. It's showing us something. Now let's talk about the dictates what attributes, right? We saw this early in the video, right? Where it says something about dictates what attributes, right? That is a major term. That is a major term. Because dictates what attributes turned out to be authorizing evidence whisperer with the 468. Why is Smalltalk even legal? Is when 888 becomes 999, the words you need to hear, 2 months, 10 days with the 348, which is Proton and XPR, and you know what time it is. But look what it says, 10 months, 2 months, 10 days. That's in October. That's in October. And then it said, why is Smalltalk even legal? So you know I had to find out, well, what is Smalltalk? Because it sounds like Smalltalk is going to be legal. Whatever Smalltalk is. But let's see what it turned out to be, because it turns out it's ISO XRP, Melchizedek, all homage to Melchizedek. And in my last video, earlier this week, it said Melchizedek documents. So it's talking about some type of document. We see Tree of Life. We see Louisiana, my home state. We see Authentic, Prada blockchain, Central Bank, and rainbows. Well, these are major terms, fam. Rainbows, Central Bank, sounds like a place that we already are located, right? But I'm going to prove it to you. Because I also found Liquid Dex and Code Gray. Now, Code Gray really got my attention. Because I see the 594, and I know that same number is XPR Proton, but Code Gray made me think of the second word, which is gray, right? Could it be talking about gray mass? Because it said Code Gray, right? Well, let me show you what I found from Coat. Because Coat led me to Fork, Access, Locked, Among, Roll, Y'all, Chose, and A-Sign. Well, these terms are speaking, right? Because it says chose, A-Sign, Y'all, Roll, Among, Access. These are not your normal terms, fam. This is like being a part of something, right? Like a certain decision was made or a certain positioning, right? But A-Sign definitely got my attention. But look what else I found, fam. Green, black, and bail and bond with the 468. This is major. Green, black. Could that be the green check mark or the black check mark? And then when you look at 468, notice 486 is I'm Anchor and 468 is on Alcor. So that made me think of bail and bond, and it made me think of to decode bond deed, right? Like some sort of document that is important or valuable. Bond deed, right? That's what came to my spirit. And when I decoded that, I found the A and legit. Legit once again. And the A. The A. We know the A could only be Anchor, Alcor, Acoin. I mean, it has to be one of those. Then this came to my spirit. Something told me decode force field around my tokens. And we know what a force field is, right? A protective barrier. Like the movie War of the Worlds, when those aliens had that force field around their ships when they were attacking the planet, right? And that led me to Zimcon, be rich after dollar are gone. I say, wait a minute. Zimcon be rich after dollar are gone. So the dollars are goner, right? So you know I immediately went to decode Zimcon. And when I saw the 480, I say, wow. Zimcon will be rich after dollar are gone. And I saw the 480 and I say, well, the community is going to love to hear this. Because Zimcon is none other than Webauth, Subject, and Moors. And when I saw Moors, I knew I had something. Because you're talking about the elite of the elite. And then next to Subject, you see the 1000. You get it? Webauth is Zimcon, rich after dollar are gone. There it is, fam. So hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and share this video. Also, come over, join the Patreon. Have a blessed day, fam. Starship out.